Man's goal from time immemorial has been to win the fight against his fellow men, whether by force, deceit, or whatever means he devises and develops to fulfill his mission. These new and innovative modern means continued throughout the ages, most of which were counter to the effect of the weapon that preceded it. This, and one of the most important inventions of this century, was the plane, as the Wright brothers had the credit for bringing this invention into existence. They were convinced that the plane would only be of help to man, but when the First World War erupted, the warriors saw in it a weapon that could be used, and the plane actually used a limited use due to the limited capabilities, means and technical devices in it. With the development of these means, the plane proved, in World War II, its great importance in actually helping to resolve the battle, in favor of the stronger side. From here, air defense systems have evolved to limit the capabilities of these aircraft. As a start, the thought was to train the crews of these systems on air targets that represented the real plane, and indeed these drones flying targets appeared in Britain between 1940 and 1950, and these planes remained at the level of targets until there were two problems in shooting down an American reconnaissance plane, U-2, over Soviet territory in 1960, as well as the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, so the paramount importance of manufacturing a drone to carry out secret and sensitive missions over very dangerous areas. The spread of the use of these planes began in the mid-70s, and the world did not look with interest and admiration for these planes until the second half of 1982, after the contribution of these planes to the success achieved by the Israeli Air Force in Operation Peace of Galilee, which led to the neutralization of these planes. Syrian air defense batteries. What are unmanned aerial vehicles? Unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, are known worldwide as RPVs, the abbreviation for the English sentence remotely piloted vehicles. Some were previously it is called drones, and there are two names that some insist on their use, for purposes of naming accuracy. The first is UAVs, it is an abbreviation for the English sentence unmanned air vehicles. The second WARVs is the abbreviated word for the English sentence unmanned air reconnaissance vehicles, but the use of these names it remained limited, and remained known to most circles as PRVs. It means aircraft, or vehicles that do not have them pilot, and launched into the air in the usual way, i.e. roll over, and take off using wheels from a driveway, suitable ground, or by means of launchers on the ground, from the decks of ships, or from an aircraft other. Controls its path line, and controls the systems technical in it, wirelessly, remotely, to fly to an area her job, to perform its mission and return to its base, to be reused.